On today's episode, I get onto a sinking boat in the Philippines, show you a map and tell you about all the coolest places on Coron Island. I swim in lagoons, underwater tunnels, tunnels between mountains, hot springs, coral reefs, and much, much more. I had been traveling around in the south part of the Philippines for some time. Now I was flying up to Manila, the capital of the Philippines. My destination was a paradise island called Coron. I landed at the airport, drove through some very bad parts of town. I was looking for a ferry at the port in Manila, but geez, this place was like a rubbish dump. You can fly to the island of Coron, but if you don't get your ticket a few weeks in advance, then it would be really expensive. Now I had to take the boat. This was June after. Even though the boat was really bad and I was afraid it would sink, I was still happy to see only local people. The boat ride would take 26 hours and the night was about to be very long. I didn't sleep anything that night. So tired, but I was sitting next to the captain and enjoying the sun until it was getting dark again. The weather was getting rough, but I had almost made it to Coron Island. We were coming in to the pier and I didn't have anywhere to live. The streets are dirty and filled with old motorcycles. I found a place and started counting my Filipino pesos. You never know when you're going to find an ATM. The city of Coron is awful and filled with motorbikes. The water is dirty, but to see the amazing places you have to get on a boat and cross over to the island. Most of the cool places are located across from Coron City. I met some people, we got on a boat and went across to number 1 on my list. Kayangan Lake. This was like a whole different world. There was a Russian couple on the boat and they made drinks for everyone early in the morning. To get to Kayangan Lake, you have to hike through the cliffs and it takes about 10 minutes. We spent a few hours swimming around in this lake. Then we were going to number 2 on my list, Coral Garden. Coral Garden was amazing. Now we were going to Twin Lagoon. We were coming back after a long day out, but decided to rent a motorcycle and head to number 4 on my list, Maquinit Hotsprings, located only 20 minutes east from the city of CORON. I was trying to drift with the old motorcycle, but the chain came off after half a second. Oops! We went down to a private beach instead to check it out. There was nobody there, and the environment was kind of creepy. We fixed the chain on the motorcycle and drove back to the city of CORON. Just 10 minutes up north, there is a viewpoint named Mount Tapayas. The next morning, it was time for a new adventure. I met some people and we got on a boat. The first stop was number 6, Green Lagoon. The last stop on my list was Banul Beach. It's probably the coolest beach I've ever seen. I had an amazing time in CORON, but it was time to leave after spending almost a week there. This time I got on a nice ferry and went back to Manila. The boat ride took 10 hours and I went to the airport to fly out to the next location. If you want to know where I was going, then don't forget to watch my next episode. Please leave me a comment and tell me what you think about this episode. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel.
We just got on this ferry. I thought I was gonna die and get robbed a couple of times.